OPR report also exposed various embarrassing failures on the part of the trial team, as well as misleading claims they subsequently made to cover up their mistakes and to attack their superiors. Now, despite the fact that his story dissolved, Attorney Adams, with the help of Rush Limbaugh and Fox News and other right-wing media outlets, are pushing a wide variety of fictitious attacks on the Obama Department of Justice, all following the same bogus theme of racially motivated corruption. The new Black Panther Party pseudo-scandal is designed, in my estimation, to do nothing other than to exploit fears that President Obama somehow favors blacks and will not protect the rights of whites to vote. This new conservative strategy is a new ugly turn in the effort to demonize the President of the United States. It's worse than the efforts to suggest that he was a Muslim. It's worse than the efforts to suggest that he was a socialist. It's worse than the efforts to suggest that he was not a United States citizen. It plays to the basest part of human beings and polarizes the nation across racial lines. Now, interestingly, the Government Accountability Office recently highlighted a Section 11B voter intimidation case that the Bush Department of Justice chose not to pursue. The case involved allegations that officials intimidated black voters. Mr. Adams never complained. Hispanic voters, you're correct. They never complained about that case not moving forward. They never complained about the refusal to move forward with the case in the 2006 case in Arizona, when the Minutemen were allegedly intimidating Hispanic voters. So it's interesting that all of this controversy has come out surrounding this particular case with the new Black Panther Party. I want to close with a letter that was written to Mr. Adams from his friend and his fellow college compatriot at the University of South Carolina Law School, Mr. Donnie Fowler. And it says, congrats on achieving whistleblower status. Dear Chris, as a law school classmate and friend from way back, what a jolt to see your name appear in lights over the last few days as you accuse President Obama and his Justice Department, where you began work as a conservative legal activist in the Bush administration, of ignoring their duty to protect all Americans from voting rights violations. In your Pajama Media blog, you wrote, quote, the dismissal of the voter intimidation lawsuit against armed new Black Panthers in Philadelphia is the most prominent example of this hostility toward race-neutral enforcement of civil rights laws, end quote. You've also become a darling of Fox News, Rush Limbaugh, and others in the dark corners of the conservative Enlightenment. It strikes me that your commitment to the 1965 Voting Rights Act is both laudatory and a bit surprising. I know you from our 3 years in school together as a strong advocate of states' rights, limited federal power, and judicial restraint. Conservatives in the 1960s, when the Voting Rights Act was passed over their strong objections, and many conservatives today take philosophical and political umbrage at the Act's strong federal over state mandate and at the Act's gift of power to the federal courts to interfere in local politics. Of course, I know that you and I both agree that voting discrimination and intimidation is wrong, no matter who intimidates it and no matter who is punished by it. I also know that you and I could go around making charge and countercharge of bad acting by Republicans and Democrats. That's pointless in a blog like this because your fellow travelers wouldn't believe me and my fellow travelers wouldn't believe you. The other thing that you and I can agree on is that you are a committed, partisan conservative who does not come to this whistleblower attack on President Obama with clean hands. As a founder of the University of South Carolina Law School's Federalist Society, the most important legal group for conservative judicial activism, and as a committed supporter of Pat Buchanan's presidential campaigns, it makes complete sense that you have a bone to pick with the Democratic majority in Washington. So, my friend, Congratulations on lighting a fire for your cause in this hyper-partisan time and becoming the hero of the day for an aggrieved conservative movement, a movement which was known in William F. Buckley's day for advocating for a strong conservative future rather than whinily trading in their beer and whiskey for weak tea and sad sack complaints of powerlessness. All the best, Donnie. Thank you very much.